Oh my God. What is going on? Are they just like headbutting the window or something and losing their feathers? There's feathers everywhere. I mean, speaking of feathers, I don't quite know what's going on with my feathers. I did not choose this hairstyle this morning. This is just what this morning gave me. What is going on? Maybe it's like a present to me. Feed us and we'll give you feathers. I don't know. But anyway, good morning everybody and welcome back. I think they are like leaving me presents. Look. Poo, feathers. Oh, they've even pooed on me uni. That's a freshie as well. Oh. Look at them. Listen guys, good morning. But, yeah. I think you're great and everything, but you need to stop pooing on me uni, all right? Can one of you also explain what's going on with all the feathers as well? Look, it's like a minefield of poo and feathers and... But I can't complain because I would rather feed them than I can put up with the poo and feathers. I have a little friend that visits me every day and I can feed seed to. Don't you even think about it. Little Grey, look, she will come inside. No. No. Go on. You're not, look, that's your boundary. Not past there, please. I'm also very aware that I'm turning into that lady from Home Alone. Just sits in the park and feeds the pigeons. Although you're not pigeons, are you? You're doves. Can't work out who's the new ones. I don't like how the new ones have just come in out of nowhere and now just demanding seed. Whereas little Grey, she's been, I actually think these are different doves to the ones I had last year. Davina, Danny DeVito, the other one, which I can't remember. I think they've actually left and these are all new ones. What's the lifespan of a dove? Are these babies that have just grown older? Have I been feeding doves for that long? I don't know. But I need to feed myself. Now I fed you, it's time to feed myself. Breakfast! It's always a sad day as well when you run out of tea bags. And yes, I drink decaf tea. Which for most people will say that's a sad day anyway. If you drink decaf tea, then yeah, you're the sad one. But I, as you guys know, I'm not very good with caffeine. And people do say that sometimes tea is actually stronger caffeine than coffee, which I don't know if I believe that. Because the beans Diane drinks, they are strong. But yeah, if I have 2 cups of normal non-decaffeinated tea, I get like shaky and weird. Anyway, shut up about tea, Joe. Get your paint-covered Crocs on with your paint-covered overalls because it's time to see if the polyfiller has dried. Good morning, Henry.
Please, master, bring me out the cold.
Still not dry, I don't think. That doesn't look dry anyway. Oh, still smells so good in here though. It's like varnish and paint. Probably not good for me, but if it could stay smelling like this when everything's in, that'd be great. That looks dry. That, no, still not dry. Damn it. I was really hoping I could paint that and then just be done with this, finished. Finish the paint. That's the last little bit I need to paint. And then it's done. But what I am happy with actually is that it's not, the pipe is not pushing out. And actually I think I've done quite a nice smooth job of that. Call me Plasterer Pete. But don't call me Painter Pete because I have painted all over the socket. But not to worry because these sockets are actually going to be replaced anyway. And I don't think I need this one because no TV allowed down here. That's right, no TV allowed. Only a record player for music. We're going old school. And then my computer. Other than that, it's a creative space. You don't need to be oh no. I'm an idiot. That's 3 brushes now ruined because I forgot to take them back in yesterday. Such a plonker. Okay, I've got a bit of time in between other things that are going on today. It's a bit of a busy day, so bear with me. One thing that is on my list, turns out, with this whole becoming future parents thing, that I didn't realise was, I thought, honestly, until like early this week, I thought that when the baby's born, they go straight into their own bedrooms and you have the walkie-talkies in there so you can hear if they are crying. I didn't realise for at least the first 6 months, they're in the room with you. Because I was like, right, we need to start getting cracking on his nursery. It's falling over. We need to get cracking on his nursery and get that all sorted, so that's just done. Turns out, we've got plenty of time. We have so much time, I didn't realise. Although, I think this time will go past very, very quickly. But also, I've already got it in my mind of getting the nursery done sooner rather than later. The plan for the nursery is this. I am really sorry, Diane, but your bedroom is about to be changed. And when I say Diane's bedroom, I don't mean her actual bedroom. We do actually share the same bedroom and the same bed, funnily enough. This room, we call it Diane's room because one, inside here is where she stores all her clothes. Behind me is where she stores more clothes. And in here, as you can probably see down there, is where the only shower where she's allowed to do her hair, because as somebody who's lived with Diane for 7 years now, and you won't mind me saying this, but it is a thing where the red hair dye does go everywhere, and particularly like grouting, like in the shower, it just goes pink. So when we moved here, we were like, right, that is your bathroom. That's where you can wash your hair properly, so it doesn't destroy all the other bathrooms in the house. That bathroom will continue to be Diane's bathroom, but this is going to be the nursery. We're going to change this and turn this into the nursery. Which does beg the question, where's Diane's clothes and all her girly bits going to go? I'm not sure. No, I've got the answer for this. It's going to go in here, in my current office, which is an absolute mess. But in time, this will become much more of a normal looking spare bedroom. I've got about an hour. I wonder how much of this stuff I can move in an hour. Alrighty, so desk is cleared. Looking to replace this old unit here. Keep this, because I think this will still be useful for potentially doing, if I am streaming again, a dual computer setup. So I play games on the new one, and this is just used for running the streams. Apparently that's a better way to do it, but we'll see. But I do think this thing, bless it, does struggle with the higher end of the games that I want to play. But I'm also trying to work out where I'm going to move this mammoth of a desk, because this would be where I'd put the bed, I guess. And in saying that, that bed in there doesn't have a headboard, which is so odd. I thought all beds came with headboards, but apparently not. I remember that this bed was the absolute bane of one of my days in Vlogmas last year. If I can find the video of when it was, I'll put it in now. Oh no. Wait, lift it up first, I can take this off. Yeah, that's I mean, what?
It's a fair bit hard.
So if it was down to me, this bed would not even be here. I wouldn't allow it. But I went through too much to get this bed up and going. So for now, it's staying, and it's going to somehow go in this other room. Oh no! I've just noticed one of our glitter ball trophies is broken from the tour. Aww. Wait, that's not right at all. It shouldn't be spinning like that. I mean, maybe it should, but also that is definitely cracked. Aww. Luckily, it's not my one. Okay, well, I've moved desk to there. I now have space for the bed. However, I really have not made hardly any progress in this room. I've made space here, but I've realised I don't want to move any of this without consulting with Diane first, because I don't know. I don't want to move her stuff, and then when she's back, be like, where's this? Where's that? Where's this gone? Where's this gone? So I think this could be a job, depending if she's up for it. I mean, it's her one day off, so maybe, maybe not. But if she is up for it, then on Sunday, I think we might have a little session here, moving things around and sorting things out together. I think that's a better idea. But in the meantime, I gotta go up here. Because firstly, in the Stinky Book saga, where if you're not up to date, I bought these books ages ago, and really keen to get through them all and read them all, but they just had a weird funky smell to them. So I've tried everything to get rid of the smell. I've tried coffee grounds, didn't work. I've tried those sheets to put in between the paper, didn't work. The clothes drying sheets, I've tried everything. So last resort, is to leave them up here for a bit, because for some reason I bought this and all these from a car boot sale, which was a bit of an impulse purchase, I must say, but they were meant to go in the 90s room, my sort of retro, sort of throwback 90s room, which was going to be up here somewhere, which, as we all know, was probably a bit of a dream that may or may not happen in the future. I think I've got other priorities now that are a little bit more important than building a little hideaway for myself. Yeah, so now I've just got these up in the loft, and they did stink of cigarette smoke. But from being up here in the loft, the smell has completely gone. So I'm thinking, will this work with the books? Also, what is Vlogs in October without at some point doing a Halloween Lego build? We've got the Hocus Pocus house right here, and then we've got Nightmare Before Christmas here with a little Death Star in the background. I mean, if I've got the time, I should do another one to add to the collection. But is there any good new ones out? I don't know. Okay, books are in position. But the main reason why I'm up here is because, not that I need to bring that down, I actually don't know what that is. That's actually probably quite handy. We might need that. Anyway, the main reason why I'm up here is because when we found out we're having a baby, I got all excited, and one of the first things I did was trawl through eBay to try and find one thing in particular, and I've realised now, actually, I bought this thing way too quickly. So hence why it's up in the loft. So we're not going to need it for at least 2.5, 3 years, maybe even 4 years time. But I found this one on eBay, and there's probably way better, newer toys out there, but in my mind, nothing beats this toy. Now, I never actually had this toy as a child. All the kids at primary school and anybody's like birthday party that we went to as children, they all had this, and I never had it. And I used to think it was the coolest thing ever. And I begged my parents to get it for me, but we never had it as kids. So whenever I'd see somebody that had this thing at a birthday party, I spent the entire time playing with it and just thought it was the coolest thing ever. So when I found this on eBay, I impulse bought it. All right, it was probably way more than I should have paid for it, but it's the only one that I could find that had all the bits, for one, because bear in mind this is now a 30-year-old thing, but also it's still in its box, which I think is even more rare. I've never seen one still in the box. I've never seen one in the box with all the pieces as well. Knee-jerk reaction. I got excited. I just bought it. I want to ask you watching at home, how many of you remember this? Ta-da! This absolute beauty. The Fisher-Price Castle. Oh, 3+. Okay, 3 years to wait. As it's going to be 3 years until you can actually play with it, I thought I'd play with it myself, just to make sure it's working, which I swear all dads do with their children's presents. My dad definitely did. When I got my PS1, my dad apparently was up for like hours the night before, making sure it worked. But we all knew he was there playing V-Rally, just being like, oh my God, the graphics are amazing. Let's do an unboxing of a 30-year-old piece of kit. It's almost older than some real castles. My God. But this is it. This is the box. Still in its box. Obviously, a little bit of wear and tear on the box, but as expected. It's even got the old, like, Fisher-Price sellotape. 30-year-old sellotape, still sort of doing its job. Come on. Do you know what's crazy as well? You can sort of tell it's been kept in the box because the colour's not faded on it at all. That should spin around, I think. Oh, yeah, there we go. Spins round to launch the boulders. Oh my God. And then in here, I'm guessing we have all the bits. I mean, do I open it now or do I just wait 3 years for my child to enjoy it with me? No, I've got to check and make sure it works. That is what a good dad would do. We're going to have so many hours of fun with this. And I definitely think I will probably enjoy it more than he will. Also, like, what if he's not even into knights? What if he's more of a dinosaur kid? So in the sandwich bag, we've got all your little knights, look. So you pop them up here. Aha. That's fallen down there. I knew there was something up. There we go, I fixed it. So what happened was, this was what I was trying to remember. You put him on here, and all of a sudden, oh, he falls down into the prison at the bottom. Oh, what is it you could do with this one? You push the heads down, I think? Go on. Might need a little bit of WD-40, but look. That was the one you wanted, the Knights. And then, finally, we've got not one, not two, but 3 boulders. They didn't even lose one of them. There's only 2 cannons on this thing. They didn't even lose them. The best thing about this was this came down. You popped your boulder in there, like so. I think you clicked it in, yeah, like that. That's now locked and loaded. And then when you press this button here, oh, the nostalgia, and I've lost it. Where is it? Down here. If my son is anything like me when he's older, he's going to absolutely love this. And I'm going to absolutely love spending hours playing it with him. Worth every penny. Hopefully. All right, it's time. Let's do this. Oh, for goodness sake, you're still there! He was supposed to be gone. Ah, naughty. Although it does look like it's the same day because I'm wearing the same t-shirt and the same shorts. But if you know me, you know my rule. If it doesn't smell horrendous, then it's good to wear again in my eyes. I think I've shat. But the gym is done for another day. And I forgot to turn the telly off. Oh, it's back. One of my favourite programmes to watch. What's Mad Me Dinner? Portrait Artist of the Year. Right, I'm all tucked up in bed. 20 points if you can name me who used to say that in their vlogs. At the end of every vlog, they would say, I'm all tucked up in bed. You win 20 OG YouTube points if you can correctly guess who used to say that. But anyway, I am tucked up in bed, listening to some classic FM with a sleep timer on to help me go to sleep. But anyway, that is where I'm going to end today's vlog. So I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up if you wish. Subscribe and all that kind of stuff. And I will see you again, hopefully, tomorrow with another one. Take care. Good night.